Hello friends, and I welcome you to this particular video, and I want to ask you one simple question in this video. Do you feel the need of making decisions in your life? Do you know that where you are at present, you are because of the decisions you have made? There is a difference between choice, judgment and decision. A choice is presentation of references or options to you. When you are given choices, when you have choices, you are free at will to choose one particular path, and or you can change it if that path doesn't go in the way you want it to be. So the first thing is choice, and choice or choosing something is something that can be optional. You can opt for the other choice if one choice is not giving you results. The second thing is judgment. Judgment is reasoning of why you have chosen what you have chosen. That is judgment. It is the reasoning of the choice, or it is the rationalization of the choice that you have made and why you made that choice. And so when you are not getting results, you say that I could not make the judgment, and so my choice did not, I chose this first time but it did not work, let me choose the second time. And decision is permanent. Decision is something, a resolution with consent. It is complete commitment. It is decided. When you decide that I will do something, there is a commitment into it. There is a impartation into it that I am going to do it. Then there is no choice. When you are not left with any other choice, or you don't have an option of opting for any other choice, that means you have taken the decision. And all your life, every situation in your life, even if you say that what have I done, but it has been dependent on the decision you have made. And these decisions we make because of certain reasons. And the question is that whenever you feel that whether I have made a good decision or bad decision, it is in your hands to prove whether the decision that you have made is correct or incorrect, whether it was true or false, whether it is good or bad. It is in your hands to give this justification to yourself, to tell the story to yourself. And what stories we tell to ourselves are the basic problem behind not making the decisions. So today let me discuss you that why we avoid taking decisions, or why we do not take decisions. So let me very quickly take you through 7 points that will guide you about why you cannot take decisions, right? So let's start and move fast into this. The first thing why we cannot take decision is lack of an appropriate thinking or an appropriate reason, the appropriate outcome, clarity of vision. You actually do not know that what you want to get out of this particular situation when you are there taking a decision. You are not clear with the outcome, you are not clear with the picture where you want to go, and that is the first reason why you cannot take correct or accurate decision. Because if you are clear in your mind that okay, I am clear that I want to improve my life, I am clear that I want to earn money, I am clear that I want to upgrade my designation, I am clear that I want to get what I am willing to earn in my life. At that point of time, if you are clear with your vision, clear with your outcome, there will be no second thought. And whatever choice you make, and you make it with the judgment, you will decide and commit that I will do it. So the first basic problem is you do not know where and what you want. It's just simply like that, if I decide to go to Delhi from Bombay, I'll sit and open a list of the trains, and then I'm definite that I have to reach Delhi from Bombay, but still I have not decided over the time and what time I should be there in Delhi, right? So you'll see all the trains, and whichever train is having availability, you'll book that train, because you do not have a specific time or a clear time to be present over there. But when you have a clear time to be present over there, morning 9 o'clock the session will start, and you have to be there in the auditorium morning 9 o'clock. And that point of time you will take a train that takes you to Delhi and leaves you in Delhi by morning 7 o'clock, so that you can fly from the railway station and reach the venue wherever the program is there. So when you have a clear vision, your mind doesn't hesitate in taking decisions. So first thing that you cannot take good decisions is not having a clear vision. The second things are your beliefs. Now let us go broader in our life and let us see what are your beliefs about yourself. When you decide that I want to earn 15 lakh rupees per month, or when you decide that I have to get a job at this particular designation, or when you decide that I will take my life, I will raise the standards and take it to the level I want to be. But when you take this particular, when you are in a position on a two-way road where you have to take this decision that whether I should do this or whether I should not do that, then what happens is, at that point of time you are on a road which needs that you decide. And at that point of time, if your belief in self is not there, if there is a job offer which is giving you, now let me give you a very brief quick example of myself. 2001, when I completed my bachelor's in physiotherapy, and immediately after that I was offered a job in Kutch, right, Bhuj, which is in Gujarat. So I was offered a job in Bhuj, and it was a job that was high paying job for me. Initially I also went into this same clutter that whether I should take this or not, because it was highly paid for a fresher, and I was actually surprised that I'm going to get this job. So I was completely puzzled whether I should take it or not, whether I'll be able to do it or not, whether I'll be able to take up the challenge, or whether I'll be able to take up the responsibilities that will be given to me or not. And that was as a part of the Kutch Navnirman Abhiyan. So I was just puzzled about whether I should take it or not. But I took a decision that let me give it a try. Okay. And I went over there, and for approximately 6 to 8 months I worked there, because after that I joined my masters. But in these 6 to 8 months I was working so effectively, never a thought came to my mind that whether I'll be able to do, what was my status, I was a fresher or I was not a fresher. Nothing came to my mind. What I mean to say, the second problem is, what are your beliefs about yourself, and then what are your beliefs about the decision that you are making. That okay, even if I commit, I know this is not going to happen. This is impossible. It is not at all possible that in 1 month you can earn 15 lakh rupees. It is not. You have to be a son or a daughter of a multi-millionaire to get this particular money or get this amount per month to spend. So these all beliefs in regard with financial freedom are there in your brain. There are beliefs in related to your own capacities and capabilities. There are beliefs that world has given to you, because they want you to be victimized. They want you to live as a victim. Whenever you think something out of the box, there are thousands of people around you saying you sit inside, sit inside, sit inside. Do not try jump hard, right? We have a saying in Hindi, jitni chadar hai utne hi pair phailane chahiye. So we have all these sayings because the world wants us to stay in the box. And why is it so? Because nobody knows your capacity. It is always said that an eagle never knows how high it can fly, only it knows after it starts flying. So you have to be very much firm with this one thing, that you already have the capability, but the beliefs that you have for yourselves, or the beliefs that you have in regards with the issue of your decision, distorts you. This is the second problem. The third problem is, The fear of loss of comfort. I always say that change is permanent. You have to face change in your life. Either you wish it or you don't wish it, and knowingly or unknowingly, willingly or unwillingly, you are undergoing that particular system of change. You are undergoing change, but something that is restricting you from going into the change, and that restriction from going into the change is the fear of feeling of loss of comfort. You are already comfortable in the present situation where you are staying, whatever you are doing, you are absolutely comfortable, and you start getting fearful when somebody says you that you have to go for a change. But if that change is rewarding somehow, or if it is demanded change, if it is compulsive change, in spite of the discomfort, you will accept that change. But when selectively I give you a chance to change, you will not do that change. So the third reason for not taking a decision, these are all hidden reasons. Try to understand, these are not expressed reasons. These are your meta programs which are running inside of you, which are keeping you away or keeping you towards a particular thing. These are the things that are deciding you're moving towards and moving away from a particular decision, from a particular way of action that is required. The fourth thing is to avoid future anxiety. My file was open to go to US, and I was all set to process the file. Exactly not mine, but one of my very close friend. Exactly not mine. So what happened was that there was an investment of some 8 to 9 lakh rupees when the file processing started. And there were people around us saying that even if you invest 8 to 9 lakh rupees, if you are not comfortable over there, there was a person who went to China investing 15 lakh rupees and he got a heart attack over there, and then he has to even bear the bills of Chinese medication and the treatment, and he even have to being transported back to India, and now he is under treatment. So this was one example. So many metaphors were created around us that at last we quit, that we are not going to go to US because we do not know that even after investing 8 to 9 lakh rupees, what will be the return. So rather than possibility thinking, you are into the necessity thinking, and so you avoid future anxiety. You avoid that uncertainty associated with the new state that you are going to. You want to avoid that feeling of danger, but it is not a feeling of danger, believe me. In my second part of this video, where I will be discussing that how you can take decisions, I'll explain these points again in the reference of how you can use them to take decisions. The next point is bad references. What I said right now are the bad references. What a reference do you have? Do you have a reference of a person who went to US at the age of 10 and now today he is a well established person, and today he is able enough that he can run the whole family's expenses from US, staying in a 6 bedroom villa with a private pool and all the amenities that are literally possible? Or whether you want to stick with a reference where a person went to US and he could not earn, he could not get job, and he somehow managed to gather some money and come back to India, and then he was comfortable over here, giving you all types of references that the work culture over here is good, that the society culture over here is good, there you are left alone, there you are left individual. What references you are using for yourself and you are using for your decision making? What are the references? You want to stay in the same position in a job because you are comfortable, or are you afraid of taking the extra responsibility that will come with the raise in designation and the raise in the salary? Are you afraid of taking those responsibilities, and that's why you are not accepting the responsibility coming to you? Just give it a check what references you are using, and either you are having empowered references or you are having disempowering references. And today do one thing, sit down and write down a list of empowering references, whatever you have since your childhood. that you were tapped on your back by a teacher, that you have done a great job, that in front of all of the class the professor said that he is the person who can do it, I know it. And this is what my mentor said me, and today I'm standing over here because I'm having good references in my mind, not because I'm having bad references in my mind. And this is what we learn in NLP and teach in NLP, that how to change the reference points, how to change the anchors. So with this, the next point is lack of feelings. You don't know how it feels being there. If you get a chance to go out of India and you have never been out of India, you do not know what will be the environment over there, what will be the situations over there, what will be the conditions over there. But that doesn't mean that you don't do it. That doesn't mean. So have you ever been to a new restaurant? Obviously you have been. Apart from this corona time, you would have been to newer restaurants and you would have tasted newer dishes, even not knowing whether that dish looks good or not. But that is having a lesser amount of a risk, and so you risk it, and you take that risk of tasting a new dish in a new restaurant altogether. But when it comes to life decisions, when it comes to job preferences, when it comes to preferences of cities, when it comes to preferences of conditions, you do not take that risk because you are afraid. You don't know how it will feel like, what will be the things like, whether you'll be able to adjust with the things or with the not. So you do not have that taste of where you want to be. If somebody says, I want to become a lecturer, I want to become a professor, I want to become a coach, I want to become a entrepreneur, you do not know how, you do not have the taste. You have to go for visualization. You have to go and search for those people who are already at that particular place where you want to go or where your decision will take you. But you are unaware of that particular area, so you do not take the decision. And last point in this is, your decision making muscles are weak. As Robin Sharma always says, willpower is a muscle. Similarly, decision making is also a muscle. In a chapter of emotional intelligence, when I read it, you have read it that you have to exercise assertiveness, you have to exercise decision making, you have to exercise self-actualization, you have to exercise self-image. You have to do these. These are all things that you have to work on when you are working on yourselves. But you have never taken decisions. You have taken opinions. You have made choices. Choices can be changed. Judgments can be given to any wrong choice right or right choice wrong. Whenever you take a choice or decision, it is always true. And it is your mind that logically gives you reasons that whether it is true and why it was true when you took that decision, why it is not true now when it is not working. So please exercise. And how do you exercise your decision making muscle? Take small decisions and honor the decisions. Commit to one small thing. Commit to drinking 3 liters of water from tomorrow. Commit to getting up and doing 10 minutes of walk tomorrow morning. And don't only commit, but honor it. If you have decided that I'll do a 10 minutes walk tomorrow morning, whatever time you get up, either you are late, early for your lecture or not, you have to walk that 10 minutes. Honor it. If you cannot honor, if you cannot decide, if you cannot commit a small thing, if you commit that I will wake up at 5:30 tomorrow morning, you wake up at 5:30, probably you sleep by 5:35, doesn't matter. You sleep after 10 minutes, doesn't matter, but you have to keep your commitment, keep your decision and honor your decision, and you get up at 5:30. So now please understand that these are the 7 basic confined meta programs. These are automatic programs that are controlling your decision. You have to check out what is not allowing you to take the decision towards the life you want. And in neuro-linguistic programming, we definitely help in overcoming these and in implanting new strategies so that you can be your own boss. you can be your own decision maker. You are not going with the flow of the world, you are going with the flow within yourself. You are not going as the life goes, you are going the way the life you want to take the life. So it's up to you whether you want to flow with the river, with the life as it is going, or whether you want to find out your own way and stand over there and change and turn how the flow goes. So it's up to you that you become a milestone, or it's up to you that you become the road as it goes. You are traveling, right? So now just a very quick brief. Why we avoid taking decisions or why we cannot take decisions? The first thing is lack of reason, that we do not know how it will look like or where you want to go when you take a decision. Second is your beliefs, either your internal beliefs or your beliefs related to the decision that you are taking. Third is the fear of leaving your comfort zone. Four is avoiding the anxiety of uncertainty that is associated with the future. 5 is bad references. What references you have? Just see clearly what references are you getting from TV channels, from newspapers, from TV serials, from all the input that is coming to you. What is the reference that you are getting? Whether they are good references or whether they are bad references. Lack of feelings or lack of taste of how it will be if I take this decision and my life changes, how it will look like. So select a role model for overcoming this. And last thing is commit one small activity and honor it completely so that you can exercise your weak decision making muscle. So I hope this was interesting and informative for you. If you like it, please keep on watching me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can join with me at any social media platform by the name NLP Ashish Nagar, right? And see you in the next video where I'll tell you how you can overcome this. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Yes, if you want to learn NLP, if you want to get any basic information about neuro-linguistic programming, I am having an orientation course which is absolutely available at peanuts on my teaching hub, the address of which is highlighting over here at the down on this video. So please feel free to enroll in the course and have the basic knowledge. If you do not know anything about NLP, enroll in this course for peanuts and enjoy the basic knowledge base. And if you find it interesting, then we can move forward to further and more foundation and higher level courses. So till then, take care. Bye bye. This is Ashish Nagar signing off. Hope you all realize the power of decision making. You all realize that how you can take decisions, and you all start taking good decisions in your life so that you find whatever you want to get in this life, whatever you deserve and desire. So take care till then. Bye bye.